Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kathy, Miss Crafty Girl 42, and I am in a Hobby Hub Club, and it is hosted by Shay over at Sassy Granny Vlogs. And inside of these clubs, there is different clubs that you can join. You don't have to join all of them, but one of them was paper crafting. And what we decided to do for the paper crafting club this time, whoever joined was to send 10 items to that person, and we had to create something using those 10 things that we sent to everyone that participated. So the ones that participated was me, Shay, Veronica, and Sandy, if I'm not mistaken. But we was to send 10 things to everyone that participated and come up with what we used. So this is the one, I need to glue that back. This is the one that Shay sent me the stuff for. The only thing I used different, we was allowed to add to it. So only thing I added to it was a piece of white cardstock cut down to size, and then I just pieced all of my different things that Shay sent me on. So she has sent me this flower paper. She sent me this, a tag, this paper, this sand, that circle, that loyal bird, and then she sent me a piece of like the sewing paper that you cut out to sew the pattern. She sent me a piece of that, a notebook pad paper, and this orange. And what I did first was lay down this piece of paper here, then I pieced these two on, and I put that ticket there where it's underneath that one a little bit. Then this one says, imagine all the possibilities. So I stick that down here, and that circle and the word loyal there. And then on the back, I used the pattern, sewing pattern, then put that paper where it can be journaled on, and I put the orange down here. So this could go into a journal, in like a journal pocket. That way you can write on the back of it. So that's what I made for Shay's. Now this one I made a card out of. Some of these was very difficult to figure out, but I got me a piece of white cardstock because Sandy sent me this pink piece of paper. And she sent me 2 of the orange circles here. She sent me that butterfly, that flower, that label there, not where it says collect beautiful moments, but that label that words are on. The paper clip, this pattern paper, the typewriter, the house, and the man here. And I don't know if I like how it turned out or not, but it is what it is. So what I did was I put the orange circle here, and then I stood the, well, I put this pattern paper down first. Then I stood the man up because the pattern paper is going under the man's arms. I put the typewriter here. There's the little house. Used a paper clip because when he types whatever out, he has a paper clip here to piece it together, to hold it together. And then I put this flower up here, which I meant to put a gem in the center of that, which I still will add one. And then for the label, I had this sticker, the word sticker from Tim Holtz. It says collect beautiful moments. So I used that for that. And then I had 2 things left, so I just stuck them on the inside of this card, the other orange piece and the butterfly. So that's a card that I decided to make with that one. This one was from Veronica. When I took my pieces out, I even made sure I didn't drop nothing, but I had 9 pieces to work with, which is fine with me. No biggie. But she sent me all of these strips of papers that was, torn to make it old vintage look. So I thought what I would do was make a card out of it as well. And I used this piece, then that piece, and this piece. Then I went to use that piece and this piece. Now this top piece is a little longer, so all I did was just folded it and let it stick to the top of this card. And then I came back and I put a strip. I put this strip across these 2 sections. It's this piece and that piece. And I just put that over that. Look like it's another layer of paper there. Then I had this glitter tape here. And I used it there. I used this piece here. Then I put the Merry Christmas thing, paper up here. And then I had this vellum, clear vellum, and I just put it over the edge there because there was some little white spaces showing where everything didn't meet at. So this is what I have done. Now since this is Christmas related here, I'm just going to save this for Christmas. I'm going to put probably some Christmas decorations around it, some gems or something like that to make it stand more out for Christmas. But yeah, this is what I did. So I made 2 cards, and then this piece that can go inside of a journal pocket. Alright, Shay, I hope you liked what I came up with. Also Sandy and Veronica. This was fun. Sorry I was late getting it done, but it's done. So now I'm going to move on to the next one, which is the diamond painting one. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Hope everyone is staying safe. If it's raining where you are, stay safe. Have a great Memorial Day with your family and friends. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.